The contrast between the industrial district that surrounds the city and the artistic architecture within Middlesbrough has a variety of different characteristics that help it stand out among others in the Teesside metropolitan area. While Middlesbrough has changed throughout the years, the one part that has remained the same is the industrial district. Making up a large part of the landscape, the industrial area can easily be seen from even miles away, and even close to the city, you can see the remnants that have long since stayed the same. In fact, the Teesside chemical plant inspired the opening shot of Ridley Scott's Blade Runner.
One of the main efforts to liven up Middlesbrough was the addition of modern art. In and around the centre of Middlesbrough you will find a variety of different buildings and sculptures with all kinds of shapes and sizes. One of the most notable being the unique apartment complex named Community in a Cube, designed by London architects Fact, featuring a cottage-esque building at the bottom, wooden accents along the outside, and more in the inner areas that sports a different level of communal areas, including a small garden, balconies across from each other, and crowning it a couple sets of semi-detached houses. Its design is not only interesting, but also intriguing, making anyone want to live in such unique housing.
Not to mention the variety of sculptures around the city, ranging from small enough to pose next to large enough to stretch over a body of water. This means that no matter where you go, you will see some form of art. Bridging the gap between the industrial and artistic sides is the Transporter Bridge, the icon of Middlesbrough. With lights that illuminate at night, it stands tall, representing all that Middlesbrough has achieved. This is similar to the Pension Monument back in our home city, Sunderland, as well as the Angel of the North in Gateshead.
Speaking of achieved, there was a man who achieved a great many things, such as the charting of New Zealand as well as the discovery and the claim of what is now known as Australia's east coast, sailing on his ship, the Endeavour, Captain James Cook. Also an explorer, navigator and cartographer, Captain Cook originally grew up in a town near Middlesbrough, later moving to Whitby before eventually joining the British Navy and working his way up to earn the title we now know him by today. His birth home has now been turned into a museum. It is full of information about the life of one of the most important people to have ever come out of the Middlesbrough area.